Hi, everyone. I'm Danita Davenport, and we are back talking about the book Healing from Hidden Abuse. Today, we are talking about stage 4, which is boundary setting. So, boundaries is a word that is used a lot, but not everybody understands boundaries or how to implement them. We know they're important, we just may not know why or how. So besides this book, that's really good, we have two other books that I like to recommend. Of course, the Boundaries Bible, right? The Boundaries book by Cloud and Townsend. This is their newest version, but this book has been around for a long time, and they really are really great experts at when to say yes, when to say no, how to set boundaries, how to protect yourself. And then the other book I really love is Good Boundaries and Goodbyes by Lisa TerKeurst. She's one of my favorite authors and speakers. And she comes at that also from a God perspective, but as someone who has been through a very hard marriage and has been through a cancer diagnosis. And she just has a really good perspective on boundaries also. So back in this book, she talks about different types of boundaries. You can have detached boundaries. You can have no contact boundaries. You can have boundaries around full contact with people. And the takeaways are that boundaries vary by individuals and by relationships, right? What works for you with one person isn't going to work across the board. And same goes for our kids as we're raising children. They have different relationships with different people in their lives and different boundaries. And that's healthy. And that's what you're supposed to do. And so every relationship, you kind of have to assess what kinds of boundaries you need and which kinds of boundaries are going to work. We don't get to put boundaries on other people. Boundaries are about me. It's about protecting me. Think of boundaries as a fence around your yard. What does that fence do? Right? It keeps out predators. It keeps out rabbits that try to eat your grass and your flowers and poop everywhere. Boundaries keep out the things you want out. They keep in the things you want in. So boundaries are used to protect our peace, to protect our safety. And boundaries can be anything from not putting yourself in harmful situations to not answering that text. You don't have to answer a phone call, a text, an email. Just because someone's reaching out doesn't mean you have to answer. If you're not in the right headspace to talk to that person, or maybe this is someone that's been sucking you dry and you just need time away from them, set a boundary that protects yourself and protects your mental health. Lots of good conversation about boundaries in this book, and we had really good discussion at book club today. If you can ever jump on, we have book club online every Sunday at 1. We also have it in person if you ever want to come in person. Another thing about boundaries is that they do change over time. You might set boundaries right in the beginning of recovering from abuse that will change over time. They'll either get stronger and more defined, or they might get more lax. And it's okay. Setting boundaries and resetting boundaries and establishing, it all changes with our healing. So I hope that helped today. And if you need more resources, check out those books.